Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in at Frank Forty Field once again on what is, again, a gorgeous night for football. It's going to be about 70 degrees here, 70 degrees when we kick off. And we're here once again for Panthers football as your Beverly Panthers coming into this game at 3-1, taking on the 4-0 Danvers Falcons. Dominic Lorenzano alongside Rich Francis bringing you the action here tonight. And Rich, you know, everybody out there was spoiled to an exciting, great shootout last week. You know, both these teams once again can score. But, you know, it might be a little bit different style here tonight, Rich. Danvers is the type of team that really likes to grind it out and play time of possession type of stuff. And their win over Winthrop, as you mentioned, I believe you said they only had 5 possessions last game. So I'll let you go first.
Yeah, 5 possessions. They scored on 4 of those. Danvers is the kind of team that they'll take an 9-minute drive all night long. So the Panthers are going to have to try to get their defense off the field as much as they can, because Danvers will grind it out. They'll ground and pound, if you will. The running back to keep an eye on is the running back Zach Fultz. He's a sophomore. He ran on the season, he's got 51 carries for 384 yards and 7 touchdowns. So we're having some technical difficulties here as we try to get ourselves all set up on the podium that we're messing around with. And so we'll be with you in a second. But the Panthers are going to see a lot of what they saw last week with the run game, but they probably won't see as much passing as they did last week from Wakefield. That said, if you're a Danvers team and you know a team's going to run, going to expect to run on you, you might as well throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, if you're going to run it all the time, it's going to open it up for some sort of play action. You could hit a deep shot. You never know what's going to happen. But as you mentioned, very different style of game today. And, I think the Panthers, for the most part, particularly offensively, did a good job of playing pretty mistake-free football. They did have the one turnover. But that becomes so paramount in a game like this. If the other team's going to grind the game away, you're only going to have so many possessions.
Well, that's the thing. The Panthers are going to have to score when they get the ball because they don't know how much they're going to have the ball. And, one of the things that we noticed before the game, Sean Costa, a fullback and safety, is out. And, where we were talking about if you're Danvers, you might throw the ball. You might see them try to pick on a defensive backfield that is without one of their better defensive backs. So Danvers coming in Division II, number 8, and Beverly coming in Division II, number 8. Danvers coming in number 11 in Division 4. And so the Panthers are going to be kicking off right here. Panthers also winners of 3 in a row. And again, we had that wild affair last week where there were no punts in the game last week.
No.
There was a fake punt, which was one of the biggest plays of the game.
4th and forever, yeah. All right, so the kick is away, and it's caught right at about the 20, and he is going to be dragged down. Decent starting field position.
It was Jack Houston with the carry. So again, last week the two teams combined for 865 yards. I don't expect to see that, largely because Danvers isn't going to be probably scoring as much, but they'll be holding on to the ball quite a bit.
Yeah, it could be a very different style of game today, and it's going to be a tough physical battle here for the Panthers defense. Danvers really a throwback. No wide receiver even out there wide, just everything packed in tight. Hands up the middle, and immediately stopped. He might have gotten 2.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'll see a trio of running backs probably used in a game like this where you use this many guys. Bogart and Fultz, the main 2 that we'll probably see.
And Lucas Monfett came up as at least looked like the guy who made the hit. There were a lot of bodies there.
These two teams do have a common opponent so far. Both have played Gloucester. Danvers beat them. That ball was to Bogart.
Fultz got hit hard right there.
You're right, Fultz.
And that was Alex Marquez, I think, who made the hit there.
Yeah, they tried to find some room that side on the edge to the far side of us, but they didn't find much, and now it's third down. So 3rd and 8. This was an area that the Panthers struggled on a lot defensively last year, which was getting off the field on 3rd downs.
Yeah.
You would think this is a situation, they're not in no man's land yet. If they get stuffed, they'll probably punt it away. Out of the shotgun, the quarterback Wise. Look at the throw. That ball's picked off. Xavier Ock is going to take it. Dives, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. There was one play for a Danvers defender to try, Danvers wide receiver to try and dive after him, but it was not meant to be. And as soon as that happened, you knew that Ock was home free.
I'll tell you what. Ock read that as if he was the wide receiver on that play. I think he was making the cut before the receiver was.
That certainly seemed like something was very predictable there in that play. And Xavier Ock.
Well, the Panthers getting the start that they wanted, getting Danvers off the field and tacking on some points in the process.
Yeah, we just talked about being paramount when you're going to have less possessions for Beverly to take care of the football, and it's Danvers that actually on their very first possession is not able to take care of the football, and it's a pick 6 and a easy, quick lead now for the Panthers.
You know, we talked about last week when we were talking about Wakefield, the Wakefield game. I'd made the comment that Xavier Ock's the guy that you usually leave out on an island. You know, take their best wide receiver and just say, go ahead, you cover him, we'll take care of everybody else. And kind of know why after watching that play.
Yeah. And really looks like Wise had, obviously this is high school, you don't go through 3-4 reads, but you don't decide you're going to throw the ball right away before the ball is snapped. It looked like Wise had just predetermined that he was going to throw it to that man no matter what, and he paid the price.
Well, you know,
Ock's not the one who got the interception last game, too, was it? Or that was...
I don't remember.
I don't think it was him.
But, you know, okay, so Beverly proving me wrong that, hey, maybe you come out throwing the ball. So... But, you know, it's interesting to watch Danvers. Like you said, they've got that real tight formation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a, you don't have wide splits. You just pack everybody in and form a wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the Vikings, and I mean the historical Vikings,
yes.
The football team with the shield wall.
Yeah. All right, 10:30 something to go, 10:31. Yeah. That ball is caught at about the 15, and he's got some room. He's got plenty of room as he's weaving through tacklers, and he's tackled just shy of the 50. So Danvers is going to start with very good field position this time.
Yeah, that was Kyle Borgard. He's one of the guys that you had mentioned as one of the running backs to keep an eye on.
And Wise in this offense now, looking to go back to work. Going to need to have a short memory.
And we also have Andrew Bartholomew, our stat guy, with us today. Andrew's spying the players out there.
A little short pitch up the middle, and again, not much room right now. So right now, the Beverly interior defense has come to play on the first 3 times they've been tested.
Yeah, that was Hunter Rocchio. He's in for Sean Costa right now. I actually had a chance to talk to Coach Steve Costa. He said he's a guy, he's not very big, but he'll come in, he'll make a hit.
And that 1-2 Bogart. This time he's got some room, and he's going to have a first down, I believe.
Fultz on the carry there.
I keep getting 9 and 3 mixed up. But yeah, you're right. Zachary Fultz. Fultz has listed as just a sophomore.
Yep.
Fresh set of downs for the Falcons. And it's early, but when you play offense like this, you know, it's kind of important that you maybe have a good drive here.
Yeah.
Not just field position. Also, if you get down 2 scores, it's tough to run your offense the way you want. Oh, he's got some room, and he's finally dragged down. Looked like Sutton made the tackle. That was actually Callan McKay who slung him out of bounds.
You saw Ock come up and occupy a couple blockers there. Made it so someone else could come in and make the tackle. Having an issue with my
comms.
Yeah. So you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
2nd and 5 now. Danvers on the Panthers side of the field.
Wow. You see the fullback running, almost colliding with his quarterback there. They're so packed in tight that there's really no room. Big 3rd down play here. I mean, you know, we've talked before. At the high school level, when you get the ball in this area, it's a 4th down.
Yeah.
It's 4th down territory. But
I expect something safe here. Going for it on 4th, obviously. So you would expect something up the middle. You don't want to risk losing too many yards. But they will actually have Fultz go off tackle a little bit. And it's going to work out in their favor as he has a 1st down and plenty more.
Again, you know, they run that double tight end, double wing most of the time. And your wing back is the guy who's going to be getting the ball a lot. You don't really, in this kind of an offense, your fullback doesn't get it as much as your wings do. So you see Fultz as the wing back, but he went in motion right there.
Kind of feels like you're watching a service academy right now a little bit.
Right.
Not that I've seen them run option, but it's the same type of formations.
Right.
There's a pitch, and just absolutely stuffed.
There's good patience there by the running back. There wasn't anything there in the beginning, so he waited a little bit to get a yard. He probably wouldn't have gotten anything if he was impatient. But again, what we're seeing right here is what Danvers does. They just, it's not even 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
I know.
You know, a couple of yards here, a couple of yards there. And hope he can break one.
Fultz again. Oh, wow. He took a big shot. I couldn't believe he squeezed out of there as much as he did. It ended up being a very big gain, as it's going to be goal to go now.
Yeah, I think Fultz had his eye on the end zone and didn't see Ock come over.
Ock laid the lumber, but Fultz racked up a very nice carry there.
Right.
15 yards, maybe?
Yeah, about that. You know, when we're at Herd Stadium, Matt Reardon's in there with us, and he's right over there on the sidelines.
I know. He was on the shipping container last time. Pitch up the middle. And right now, actually, it's not the interior of the defense that Danvers is having much success on. It's actually on the off tackle.
Yeah, it's when they're getting outside. It's that jet sweep with the wingback.
Second and goal. Danvers trying to answer quickly after a pick 6 on their first drive. Fultz gets in. Just as we said it, that little jet sweep motion, getting off tackle, that's really the most success they've had. And Fultz gets in for the touchdown.
Yeah. Now, we talked about they like to grind them out. It was about a little under 4 minutes right there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't quite the grind out that we talked. But they did start with good field position, too.
They started near midfield.
We see quarterback Danny Pierce warming up. Oh, he missed it.
There you go.
Oh, it went through. I thought he missed it.
I know, it didn't look great, but it did.
So we see quarterback Danny Pierce warming up here. Danny's chomping at the bit to get in there. He's said some pretty good numbers the last couple of weeks, connecting with Floyd White. White and Pierce, they kind of looked like they were running 7-on-7 drills last week as they hooked up for 4 touchdowns. The 2 of them have hooked up for 7 touchdowns in the last 2 games. White's got 8 in the last 2 games. Danny also connected with Cal McKay, so Pierce had 5 touchdown passes last week.
Yeah, plenty of explosives, but let's not take the credit away from Danny at all on some of those explosives, because part of the reason they've been able to happen is ball placement. The plenty of times that he hit Floyd White in stride, so Floyd never had to break stride.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is last week Danny made one bad pass, and that was about it. I mean, everything else was exactly as a QB coach likes to see it. Short kick.
A short kick. I think they know they don't want a ball in Floyd White's hands.
Yeah.
Breaks one tackle, but he's really not going to get anywhere after that.
Jerome Sutton. We got a little fisticuffs going on here.
Oh, yeah.
A little extracurricular stuff.
Well, these two opponents, they know each other pretty well, both in the NEC, of course. And they play each other every year.
Yeah, and with so many kids playing multi-sports, they probably see each other a lot on the field, the pitch. Well, not the pitch, but the courts.
Yeah. All right, so with a little over 6 minutes still to go, we'll see the Panther offense for the first time in the first quarter.
That was Quizabon right there.
A Quizabon on the handoff for a short gain. A little more than I thought, actually.
I know.
So Danny, of course, and him and Floyd doing most of the damage the last couple of games. And it's Danny also not just in the pocket, but outside of the pocket, being able to roll and throw. Does a great job of managing the bodies around him and knowing and giving his wide receivers just enough time. And there it is, right on cue. Danny rolling out, but this time there's pressure right away to the side that he is rolling, and he is going to get slung down for a major loss.
Yeah, that was linebacker Jack Houston with the play right there. He sniffed that one right out. But, you know, you were talking about Danny getting out of the pocket. Obviously, he didn't right there, but he also ran the ball pretty well last week, too, picking up a couple of big first downs.
He had a rushing touchdown as well. I think he had one.
Did he?
Yeah. All right, 3rd and long. Played it safe. Handing it off, and it'll be 4th down.
So it looks like they're going to
as they got just, kind of back to where they were after the first down play, basically.
Yeah. Now, remember, we've seen Beverly throw a couple of fake punts. So you got to keep an eye on Floyd White. He's got good wheels.
And they did. They're going to throw it.
And he does it again.
Wow. How are you not ready for it at this point? Is that Elvis Heredia?
Elvis Heredia, the same guy he threw it to last week on a big 4th down, which led to them going down and scoring.
I really didn't think he'd do that again this early.
Yeah, I actually thought he might be running to the other side, but they had the twins on it. They had 2 guys on him, but...
All right, so we're back on offense again. The ball in the hands of, looks like a Quizabon, and a Quizabon is going to get stopped after a short gain.
That was a nice kick-out block by Tyler Limongello there.
Yeah.
Open things up a little bit.
Looks like Colby Madero's on the tackle for the Falcons. One of the names to watch on defense for sure for this Falcons team. Now the ball in the hands of, looks like Sullivan.
Stephon Sullivan, he lost about half a yard on that. Flag on the play?
All right.
Okay, so let's take a look.
My guess is it's probably a hold, but...
Usually in a situation like that, personal foul.
Oh, personal foul.
So that's going to be a first down.
Yeah. So a dead ball personal foul against Danvers. And now the Panthers will be gifted with a first down.
Yeah, you had mentioned Medeiros, one of those guys to keep an eye out for. Nick Zaris, another one on the defensive line. Keep an eye on Campbell Brown and Thomas Pinto flying around making plays, ball hawking types.
Danny, straight drop back to throw. Now he's going to take it himself. And a short gain. Probably got himself 3 maybe.
Think that much? Yeah, maybe so. Maybe 2.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not as much
2.
as I thought. Huh? But you know what? That's not a bad play for Danny. He saw the pass wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, teams now know who Floyd White is.
Yes.
So they're going to be keeping an eye on him.
Ball in the hands of Aquizabon, runs over one guy, but a great job of swarming to the football, the Falcons defense.
All right, makes it manageable on third down.
It was Colby and looked like Logan Travers, both there.
Again, like we had talked, this is 4 down territory.
Oh, yeah. Danvers so big up front. Let's see if they are going to throw it, or they're going to have Danny roll out. They did not. Danny on a quick throw into the hands of Floyd White, and that's a first down.
That's a beautiful pass right there. I mean, he just turned and slung it, put a lot of mustard on it. That's a tough pass for a high school kid that out there.
Long throw.
But, you know, he was making that throw before White made the cut. Again, that's one of those things that you hope your quarterback knows to do because he's got to trust his receiver.
Yeah. He's got to trust his receiver. And like I said, the rhythm and timing, he's just got to make sure he's doing everything in rhythm. Which sounds so simple, but it's really not.
I know.
There are even professionals, quarterbacks, who have a hard time playing in rhythm.
I know.
Caleb Williams, you know, kind of coming to mind. Especially when you're athletic, too. Like when you can run around as a quarterback, I feel like sometimes it's harder to know how to do things in rhythm.
Yeah. That was Brody Lehman with the carry. Lehman just put his head down, fell forward on that. I think you got to keep an eye on Cal McKay right now.
This would be a good situation to use him, and you know Floyd's drawing a lot of attention. Trips to the far side, and a little bit of a low throw, and a nice catch. Is that McKay?
Yeah. Nice catch.
Yeah. Danny put that one a little bit low. A nice job by McKay to bring it in, but it's a very short gain.
Cal didn't think he went down.
I know.
So he's getting into the end zone. Actually, they're calling that a touchdown.
What?
The guy in the end zone.
Wow!
Touchdown. McKay never hit the ground.
I know.
He landed on top of the player, and he realized that, and he kept on going with the play.
I know the Panthers were calling it a touchdown, but no one was calling it a touchdown except for the that back judge by the end zone part, and that took a minute, but
they also didn't blow the whistle.
I know.
That's a really heads-up play by Cal McKay right there.
Yeah. I don't know if that knee just came down on somebody.
Yeah.
That's probably really what happened, but the Panthers up 14-7 on a touchdown throw from Danny Pierce to Callan McKay. And some smart playing by Callan to never give up on it.
We'll have to go back and take a look at that at halftime.
Kick is up and good, and the Panthers making good on their first possession of the game, going down the field and scoring a touchdown with some help from the Falcons as well, and once again with some trickery on another fake punt.
Yeah. Floyd White's passing percentage is pretty good.
I know, right? I'm sure he's got a perfect passer rating this season.
Probably, yeah. And Heredia did a nice job because he had a couple guys closing in on him.
I know.
Did a nice job focusing on the ball and making the catch.
Hutton 3 for 3 this year on the fake punts.
Yeah. Actually, I think he's 4 for 4.
Is he 4 for 4?
I think they've done it all 3 games.
Okay.
All three games. I know. I was talking to him last week. He said we've done it 3 times.
Okay.
Makes it now 4.
Line drive kick nearly goes over his head, knocks it down, picks it back up. He had a nice return last time, and this time he gets to the outside. He puts on the Jets, and he's tiptoeing along the sideline, but he could not stay in. But once again, a very nice return for Danvers, and they're going to start out with plus field position.
Yeah, and that was Aquizabon who pushed him out of bounds. If Sean doesn't make that play, that might be a touchdown.
I know. Went out a little earlier than I thought, right at the 45. So just shy of Panther territory. Danvers got their offense going and on schedule last drive, trying to do the same thing here to tie this ball game back up. Little interior toss play, and he squeaks through a couple of guys spinning around before he falls down.
It's like Fultz hurt himself on that.
Yeah, a little banged up.
Awkwardly,
he did. Great play for the Falcons, though, on first down. Yeah, I know what you're saying to me, but I got to keep this thing on the ground to make sure it doesn't fly off the thing again.
I know.
Going to drag my head along with it if it does.
I thought he dropped it.
I thought he did, too. Back in the Fultz.
Still going.
I know.
Another first down.
You know, I wish they would.
Beverly saying he fumbled it.
I know. You know, I wish they would run to our side a little bit more.
I know. Yeah. Well,
just consistently to the right side.
I think they like those linemen on
the
other side over there. You got Logan Graham over there. He was one of the unsung heroes in the Salem News this week, along with Ricky Torres as well.
An interior toss. They go to the opposite side, and he stood up pretty early.
And that's the end of the half, quarter.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that will do it for the first quarter, and we saw a mistake already as Danvers on their first possession throws the pick six to Xavier Ock, comes back down the field and scores, and then the Panthers on their first possession also went down the field, scoring on a Callan McKay reception for a touchdown.
So, Dom, you're saying you hope they come over our way. If they keep on running the way they have, they will be coming our way.
I know.
They've switched sides.
Lovely.
Tonight is Hall of Fame night here for football. They're going to present the Hall of Famers, the Beverly Sports Hall of Fame at halftime. And tomorrow is the actual ceremony. Unfortunately, we were not given the list.
We were not, no.
Hall of Famers. So.
We were not.
But I'm sure the Salem News will have it in there, and we'll all be able to find out eventually.
I'm sure you can, anyone who's listening who knows Tom, they can just hit up Tom.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll know who it is.
And if he doesn't know all the names, he'll have a story for the ones that he doesn't know. Tom Donovan should be the real mayor of Beverly.
Then he couldn't make every basketball game, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, he'd get stuck having to do, like, city council.
Ball at the Panther 39 now, and there's a ton of blockers in front of Fultz right now. And Fultz finally pushed out. But that looks like it's a first down for when he finally stepped out. It is.
Again, now we know why Fultz is the kid they said to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Oh, no, just shy?
Nope, they got it.
Okay, no, thank you. He didn't change that 3, so. Not unexpected, but man, this clock moving a lot faster than last game.
Yeah, we're not going to see 80 points scored tonight, I don't think.
Fultz stuffed.
Ock coming up, making the play with a little help from his friends.
Panthers just continuing to push Fultz farther and farther towards the sideline. Never could get upfield.
Yeah, Cal McKay over there drawing the blockers. That allowed Ock to get up there and lay the hammer.
Second and 11. They go to that side again.
Okay, it's managed.
Steady and true, right side of that offensive line.
I see Charlie Frost coming up there and taking on blockers. Paying the price for it, though. A lot of big collisions in this game so far. The ice bath, there's going to be a line for the ice bath at the end of this.
3rd and 5. Looks like.
I like it when the quarterback pitches it and then he runs to go block for it.
I know.
That was Borgard, I think.
Yeah, that one was Borgard.
Yeah, Nate Wise.
And it's going to be 4th.
Yeah.
4th and 1.
Wise with a quick pitch, and then he goes and leads the blocking. Marquez checked in for Will Johnson. Give him a little bit more size.
4th and 1 now for the Falcons. Pitches it up the middle. Weaving around. He's got it in a lot more.
You know, Don, we were talking before the game, you and I, about how this game is going to be determined in the fourth quarter. We know the scoring-wise they're going to be kind of going, you know, neck and neck with each other, but it's going to come down to, I think, the conditioning. And you had said, you know, Beverly's going to have to get off the field. Their defense is going to have to get off the field at some point.
Yes.
Right now, Danvers just leaning on that Beverly defense.
Yeah. Is that Wise himself? No, somebody else. Stopped.
That was Jack Houston.
You know, I'll tell you, right now, when you face an offense like this, you want to do well on first down. I feel like the Panthers have done well on first down. Unfortunately, they continue to not do well on second down, and it makes it so, you know, Danvers has been able to keep on track.
Yeah, and like you had said earlier, Beverly's doing a nice job between the tackles. It's those outside runs that they're really getting hurt on.
And once again, stop him with just 1 yard on first down, but now second down. And it's the same thing again. He's got a sea of blockers in front of him, and he's going to try and drag him down, but it's going to be a touchdown. Yeah. I mean, continuing to wear out just that same side of the Panther defense behind the best guys on their offensive line. And, I mean, the Falcons right now just putting a hat on a hat when they get outside.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. They're just following right behind number 72, Logan Graham, number 75, Dylan Kinney.
And now,
in the center, Mason Ellsworth. And the tight end, Nicholas Zaris, they're just going right behind those guys and racking up the yardage.
Not that you ever want to complain about scoring, but if there was ever a time to not have some crazy explosive drive and eat some clock,
got to give your defense a rest.
This would be nice. And this is sometimes a problem, you know, again, you never want to complain about scoring, but there is such thing as complimentary football. And because of the pick six, Danvers got the ball right back again. Beverly scores fairly quickly, and the defense is back on the field again. So right now, the Panther defense has had to be on the field a lot already in this first half.
We saw that last week, too, right?
Yeah.
Beverly was scoring quick, and Wakefield was just kind of grinding it out. And Beverly had that one stop.
Yeah.
Right? Each team had a turnover, and Beverly had a stop, and that was essentially all we saw.
Yeah.
You know, we can always count on Tom Donovan.
Does he have them already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's at the Hall of Fame. Brendan Flaherty, Dave Wilbur, Sarah Rude Timpson, Millie Chapman, Monica Adler, and Jack Hilton.
Nice.
Some pretty good athletes right there.
Oh, yeah. Brendan was great.
Coming up.
Wow, he just stopped on a dime. Now he's trying to go all the way around to the other side of the field. And a great job of staying home. I know, was that number 14 who made that tackle?
Number 3.
It was number 3, okay.
Kyle Borgard, the guy who just scored the touchdown.
Yeah. That was a great job by Borgard, because when he turned it and went the other way around, it looked like trouble.
Well, you know, I mean, what's the one sentence the coaches tell you on the kickoff team? Stay in the lane, right? And oftentimes we see a touchdown when the guy doesn't stay in his lane.
Yeah, past the 40, though, on the start of this drive, trying to run the ball up the middle, and really nothing there. I do think it's going to be tough sledding today between the tackles.
Yeah.
Especially without Costa.
Yeah, Danvers has some size up front. We see Nick Zaris, we had called his brother's name a bunch of times.
Danny rolling out. Danny looking for a man, and I know. Looked like he had an open man on the opposite side of the field, but I'm sure that's not where the play was intended to go.
But that's one that you put back in your memory deck.
Third and long. Danny rolling out. Pressure in his face right away. Heaves one up, and it's caught along the sideline by Floyd White. What a job by Danny Pierce with the pressure coming. He just puts that ball up and gives his wide receiver a chance.
Yeah, he had number 5, Jack Houston, barreling down on him. He stuck in there, and he, again, made a really difficult pass.
Mm-hmm.
Over one defender, under another. And White does a nice job holding on to it.
Is that Floyd's first catch of the game or second?
Second.
Okay. Into the hands of Okwizabon in the short gain.
Got a vocal crowd behind us. It's pink theme for the fan squad. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Second, and it looks like about 9. Hands off again.
Careful with that ball.
I know. Pretty much stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 9 again. I believe he said it was one of the Sullivans on the carry. Might have been Anthony.
Yeah, I think it was.
All right, 3rd and long here to see if they go to Floyd White again.
Yeah.
Or if they'll look Callan McKay's way.
Or you try to get a few here and then on 4th down.
That too as well. Danny, straight drop back.
No.
And that ball was picked off.
With a great
Zaris is going to go all the way as he jumped up to try and bat that ball down, but he ended up just straight up catching it. And now each team with a pick 6.
Nick Zaris just jumped up to knock it down, and he held on to it, and he shows some pretty good speed.
I know. So look what I found situation. I can't believe that ball just stuck in his hands.
So I don't think that's what you meant when you were saying keep your defense off the field.
No.
So. All right, so Beverly will get the ball back here. That's just a really good defensive play.
Oh, I know.
Trying to dump it off on a screen there.
Yeah, I can't believe he somehow ended up actually straight up catching it.
Well, Zaris, he's a good-sized kid, too, so you have to try to get it over him. He's a junior. He's well over 6 feet, it looks like. And again, I had mentioned his brother had played a few years ago, so there's some athleticism in that family.
Yeah. Hit an absolute bomb home run against the Panthers a couple of years ago.
Down here, and it was a bump, but it wasn't a home run.
Oh yes, because they had taken the fence down for some reason. I forgot about that.
It was a Warriors weekend.
That's right.
They put a helicopter out beyond left field, but because the helicopter was there, they took the fence out.
I forgot about that.
Zaris hit it about 50, 60 feet beyond the fence.
An absolute no-doubter.
Got a double run because it rolled and hit it bounced and hit the helicopter.
I did forget it wasn't actually a home run. Just, would have been 60 feet over the fence.
I know. They didn't always have a fence over at that baseball field, Brother Roberts Field. So if you wanted to hit a home run, you either had to hit an absolute bomb towards the school or leg one out. Ooh.
Gonna squib it.
It's gonna be trouble.
It's gonna go out of bounds, isn't it? Yeah.
So here's a question, Dom. Knowing that you get some good kick returners, do you take a shot or do you just take the spot?
I would take the spot. And again, I'm certainly, especially now after what just happened, you burned another 2 minutes. I'm certainly not all that inclined to caring about scoring really quickly.
Yeah. Now Beverly will get the ball to start the half.
That's what I mean, though. If you could put yourself in a position that you could sandwich possessions, and of course Danvers is probably going to get the ball back. But with the way they run their offense, if they get it with only a minute 30, that's not certainly not really in their realm of operation.
Right.
But the problem also, if you're trying to ground out a drive, is really the Panthers have had very little success running the ball on the interior so far. Faked it and gave it to a Quizabon, and
nice job of Ock holding onto the ball as he got. It wasn't a horse collar because it was the front of the shirt.
I like that. I like that wrinkle that Hutton just put in with how aggressive they're swarming to the football on these handoffs. And was it, as you said, actually it was Ock who got the carry, I believe.
You may also see a reverse at some point.
Yeah. But 2nd and 5 now. A little bit high snap. Danny brings it down and gets the handoff, and a nice gain that time. Much better start to this drive.
Yeah.
Doing everything on schedule. 5-yard gain on first down, another 4-yard gain on second, and now you're at 3rd and short past, about at the 45.
Power. Oh, did he get it? I don't.
Did he get it?
Depends on the spot.
It looks like he kind of got.
Looks like he got it. Maybe not. Depends on where they spot.
He met some resistance right away and seemed to have been able to power through it and at least fall forward.
4th and very short.
But they're going to call this 4th and inches.
Yep.
And this is a big point in the game right now, actually.
Now, Beverly doesn't usually run under center.
No.
But I think they gave him the first down anyway. They're going to measure.
We'll see.
Okay. No. The Danvers fans wanted a measurement.
But they are going to call it a first down now.
And we don't have the AI thing that the networks have.
No.
Where they don't do measurements anymore. All right, you get Floyd White over here by himself. Quizabon gets to the outside.
That's a Quizabon, and a nice burst from a Quizabon to get the outside, then turn it up real quick, and probably about 3-4 yards. Maybe even more. I thought he had stepped out a little earlier, but actually, about 4.
That formation they just had, it kind of looked like White was a one-on-one with a man. So let's see what they do here. Well, they did have a safety over.
Yep, they did.
But now you're pulling 2 defenders to worry about one guy.
I think, Rich, what do you think? If you get another first down, we no longer care about the clock. But these next 2 play calls, you got to be caring about the clock right now, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you don't get it, you're now giving them the ball with 3 minutes and 3 timeouts.
Yeah. But if you get one more first down, you got to think that even if you give them the ball back, there's probably not a lot of time for the style that they run.
Yep.
Keep that in mind on these possessions. And they got the first down. They got it easily.
Yeah. Nice blocking right up front there.
So, no, you're not, Rich, right? You're not in any rush to snap it.
Right.
But now the whole playbook is open again.
Sure, yeah. You've got...
I'm asking your opinion. You think so, right? Yeah?
No, I agree. You got 3 timeouts.
Danny now back to throw, just as we said that. Got his man across the middle of the field.
That's a nice pattern by White. It was a little cross up there. Danny showing good patience, waiting for it to clear open. Now you're really not worried about the time. Actually, you might be worried about...
Actually, no, you might be a little worried about the time. Actually, yeah. I think I'd try and now give a handoff and burn some clock.
I think you're right.
But what do you think's the magic point here? When you get it below about a minute 40?
Yeah. Well,
and I cannot imagine that Danvers would look to be too aggressive after what already happened earlier.
Yeah.
I was trying to help you out there. I saw it coming towards you.
It's fall, but the bugs are still out. 6. Kind of looks like 9 to me.
I know. Rare miss from Matt. That's a bad angle for him.
Bad angle.
It's a terrible angle, actually. I don't know how he can see it at all from where he is.
Danny
to throw. Danny rolling out. Danny.
Knockdown. Nice play there.
Good job from
17.
Good job from Pierce, realizing that it wasn't there, and he threw a safe ball.
Yeah.
That if his guy wasn't going to come down with it, no one was.
You know, I thought Danny was going to take it upfield, but then the defender kind of closed off that outside. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another rollout, a waggle, where Danny might just turn upfield.
3rd and long.
Okay, so we're under 2 minutes now. So.
Becoming more Cowan McKay territory.
Yeah. Timeout. Timeout Danvers.
Danvers thinking about the clock, too, I think.
Or just not having your personnel that you want.
What are you calling here? Are you going to the air? Or because it's 4-down territory, unless their kicker's that good, then I don't realize it, do you run it and then go to the air? Because, one, you could force Danvers to use a timeout.
Yeah.
And just make it more manageable. We're at 3rd and 9 right now.
Well, like I said, I'd roll Danny out and let him use his legs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could probably get about 5 or 6 yards, keep the clock running, and then you again have things opened up a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't have to get the first down here.
Yeah.
Right? So. You're kind of hoping the defense is thinking, got to stop the first down. Mm-hmm. So maybe you pick up 5 or 6.
Yes.
And then it's a 4th and short kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd rather get a first down.
Yeah.
But you don't have to.
So worried about the clock here. This is a game you've got to, as he's mentioned, you got to count possessions.
Actually, I think a good play right here is an out and up to White.
Let's see what they do. Danny's going to roll out. Danny has a man right away. Nice sidestep. Throws, and I don't think he came down with that.
Nope. All right, so now it's a big play here.
Yeah, now you're at 152. And as I mentioned, there's probably still enough time for the Falcons to think about getting aggressive offensively. That's why I thought he might have just done a straight run on that and then gone for it on. I mean, listen, no matter what, they were going to go for it on 4 if you're in no man's land now.
Yeah. I think you got to be watching Danvers trying to blitz to make him throw it early. Because if you give
wouldn't
Danny
be a bad time for that screen then.
I know.
They ran that early in the game against Wakefield when Wakefield was starting to get real aggressive coming up the field. And they've gotten in Danny's face right away a couple of times. Danny to throw, and Danny has absolutely nowhere to go with that.
And,
that's a horrendous swing of fortunes right there, because that's going to give Danvers some
Yeah.
Pretty nice field position now.
The other thing about that is, the field position. So now you got a minute 47, 2 timeouts. Again, with Danvers, you don't have to just think passing.
No.
You know, they've got guys who can break some, and, a 10-yard here, 10-yard there can put you in a pretty good spot.
Mm-hmm.
Danvers will start off 1st and 10 from the Beverly 31-yard line.
Falcons back on offense, up 21-14. Hands it off. They continue to wear out that side, but this time the Panther defense swarms all over him and makes the tackle.
Nice tackle by Hunter. I think it's Rocchio. Again, we don't get phonetic rosters.
No.
We haven't seen him play much. It's a nice play by Hunter Rocchio.
I think this is big right here.
Yeah, really.
You can stuff them real quick and then force Danvers to decide how aggressive they want to be.
Right.
Force the Falcons to make a decision.
Now, if you're Danvers, you're also not looking to stop the clock here.
No.
If you don't get yardage here.
Pitch going to the opposite side, and a nice job by the Panther defense. A short gain.
Let's see. They're going to just let the clock run?
They will get the ball first, so it seems as Hutton will probably just let the clock run, and I don't think that's a terrible idea.
I think Danvers is going to let the clock run, too.
Well, if anyone wanted to stop the clock right now, though, it would be Beverly.
Yeah.
You would think, to get the ball back. But they're not going to do that.
Okay, it's Rocchio, I'm told.
Okay.
Again, the bass player in this band, he was just playing Whipping Post by the Allman Brothers. Kid can play.
Yeah.
Got to get his name, though.
All right, there's the pitch. Nice
First
hit.
down.
Got the first down, but it's not going to matter.
He's got tackled by Colin Maloney.
Unless Danvers is really just going to throw a Hail Mary.
Stop the clock to move the chains. They're probably not going to call a timeout here. They're just going to let it roll.
That was my thought process. And they will, and that will do it as we head to halftime with the Falcons up 21-14. And, I mean, yeah, Rich, I mean, there was no reason for them to do anything else.
No.
I mean, listen, when you throw a pick six on your third play of the game, and yet you can go in a half leading by a touchdown, you don't want to get greedy.
I know.
All right, so that will do it as we got to switch our platform and everything for the band. We'll go in a half, 21-14 right now, the Falcons in front. Panthers will get the ball first, and we'll get you out to the second half in just a few moments.
So, what's BevCam? BevCam is a place to express your creativity.
BevCam is where you have conversations with local leaders and your neighbors.
A place to have your voice heard in the community and beyond.
Yeah, but what is BevCam really?
They support local businesses.
They tell you about events happening in your area.
And they support the local music and arts scene.
And they do local sports too.
And keep you informed with government affairs.
The more people that get involved, you get more opinions. And if I can do this, anybody can.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, but it could be more.
Like a state-of-the-art podcasting studio you can use at any time.
With updated private editing stations open to everyone and space on the walls to showcase local artists.
And studio space to support the local music scene.
Like provide equipment signups and software training. Anyone can feel empowered to create their own content, say what they want to say, and learn new skills for a tiny fee.
But how is that possible?
BevCam is funded because the cable company brings its product to you through the telephone wires, and therefore the government can require public access funding. Help us grow while keeping technology and skills training accessible to everyone.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you, Beverly. Much.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me, and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just was hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
Try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
I'm already thinking you. So I tell you, I have to deal with drunk people all the time. I do not have the patience if I'm not at the bars. And then also deal with idiots.
Okay. Matt Randall's the one you got to give it to.
Where do I find him?
That's on the other side of the field.
Like over by
The green shirt, shorts. He's the PA guy. We just call him. Anybody watching?
and they were, yeah.
Hey, Rachel. Lisa Montan's getting married tomorrow? What? Lisa Montan's getting married tomorrow? Yeah. Give me a little Christmas thing.
Oh, that's cute. Yep.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here as we are just about to get kickoff here for the second half between the Falcons and the Panthers. And as we do kickoff, I'm going to turn it over to Andrew real quick to give us some stats here from the first half as that ball is away.
Yeah, Daniel Pierce is 5 for 7 today for 73 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. On the rushing side for Beverly, Sean Aquizabon leads all Beverly rushers with 8 rushes for 20 yards. Receiving is Floyd White. He has 3 receptions for 50 yards. For Danvers, we have Nate Wise. He's 0 for 1 with that pick 6 as his only pass and incompletion. Borghardt has 11 rushes, 48 yards and a touchdown. And Zachary Fultz has 11 rushes, 77 yards and a touchdown.
All right, so we know Danvers coming out pretty much doing what we said they were going to do, is just try to run it down their throat.
Mm-hmm. And as we mentioned, and the way that they play, this becomes a game, especially as long as you're like close, obviously you can't get blown out early. But it then becomes a game of almost counting possessions, right? And the Danvers and Beverly got a break right away with the first drive, the pick 6. Unfortunately, they gave one right back in the second quarter. So now it's paramount that the Panthers have a productive drive right here and probably put some points on the board. Because unless they start forcing some 3 and outs, they're only going to have so many possessions.
Right. And that's why I think they weren't as worried about scoring that last time, knowing they were going to get the ball back here. Obviously, you try to score, but you don't play over-aggressive, and then make a mistake. So we got a 3rd and short here.
Let's see what the Panthers try to do here. It has not exactly been easy sledding for them running the football between the tackles. And just as I said that, it's penetration right away from Zaris again. And drags him down for a loss. And it looks like the Panthers are going to elect to punt this away. They already ran one fake. I
doubt they're going to do it.
I doubt they would do it again. But, yeah, I mean, listen, he ran a fake on a 4th and 25. So.
Yeah. Again, Nick Zaris. Now, there's nobody back for the punt, so
yeah, they're just
going to avoid the return.
They're going to line up as if this is just a straight offensive call.
He's going to punt it,
and he is going to punt it away. It's a short punt, but it's going to continue to roll and roll and roll, and it's going to roll right actually
inside the 20.
Yeah. Well, having no one back there to field it means it rolled about 20 yards, I feel like, almost.
I know, right? So, again, we got ourselves a good crowd here, good-sized crowd, I'll say. Not everybody's happy about what's happening here. When they built this place, they didn't take into account certain things, and certain people expressed their displeasure.
Oh, you're killing me, Rich. All right. So, I mean, counting possessions, but Beverly unable to be able to make that first possession of the second half go for anything. So now they're really needing the defense here to step up.
A couple of the volleyball players there. Covered quite a few of the volleyball games.
It's Rich, it's funny. I swear they've had a lot of success on first down, this Beverly defense, and then the bugaboo has been the second down.
Right. And it's usually first down up the middle, second down to the outside.
Mm-hmm. The Falcons really not making much secret of it.
Yeah.
Continuing to attack the exact same side of the Panther defense, though it has more to do with running behind a certain part of their offensive line. But
well, they did just run to the left side.
They did. So 3rd and short. This feels like the time for a Beverly stand on defense. Certainly not a point where you'd think Danvers would go for it on 4th.
Yeah.
Pitches it. They're going to go to that trust and intrude, and he was contacted right away, ran through it, but eventually some other Beverly defenders came up and got him anyway.
I don't know who made that hit. I think it was Teddy Fisher, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 4th and short. Are we going to see a punt here?
I think so. I mean, listen, you're backed up. Your defense has actually played pretty well since the first quarter.
Now you got Zach Fultz there. He's leading the team in rushing yards right now. So if you're Beverly, you got to keep an eye on that. Got Xavier Ock back there.
The kick is away.
Thumbs up.
Oh, no. Got a fortunate bounce, and now he's still on his feet. Ock has room. Ock on the sideline. I don't think anyone's going to catch him. Xavier Ock all the way. And a Panthers special team touchdown. I mean, they are just explosive in the special teams between Floyd and Xavier.
Ock fumbled it. Ball bounced right back up to him. And sometimes when that happens, when a guy fumbles it,
people lose discipline.
Defenders, they lose their discipline. They come in a little faster, and then they run past. Then they run past the guy or whatever. You know, we talked about stay in your lane, also break down, right? That's one of those things that coaches always talk about. And sometimes guys they don't break down, and that's what we saw happen right there.
So Panthers get a 3-and-out, and then right away, lightning in a bottle as the punt is returned all the way by Xavier Ock for the touchdown.
Good.
The kick is up and good, and with a little over, it looks like 7:30 to go in the third quarter, we are back knotted up at 21 apiece.
Yeah. Again, it's a great fan crowd, the fan scene today. The fan squad's doing a great job so far.
Yeah.
They had a bit of a down year last year, the fan squad. So they really picked it up. I went over, I said to the kids who's in charge, they said Jack. I don't know, they didn't give me a last name, they just said Jack. So, Jack, you're doing a great job.
2 night games in a row here at Frank 40 and 2 very good rowdy crowds.
And while we got a little time here, keep an eye out. BHS football will be out and about Canning on October 25th and 26th. And Coach D told us that Lucas Monfit's mom, Alicia, is getting married tomorrow afternoon in North Conway. So she was glad it was a Friday night game.
Yeah.
I'm sure she looked at the schedule when she planned that.
That ball rolling and rolling, picked up, not going to go out of bounds. He's gotten through one tackler and then dragged the second guy for a few extra yards.
And Alicia is also the president of the Football Boosters the past 3 years. And so we'd like to say to Alicia, congratulations from the BevCam crew. So we've got ourselves a game, Dom.
Yeah. Once again, we do. Panthers getting, like I said, just what they needed after going 3-and-out. Getting a 3-and-out themselves and stuffed right away.
Cal McKay laying the lumber.
That's a very nice negative play on first down. And get a team like this who runs this type of offense majorly behind the sticks, off schedule.
Yep. And, you know, that punt return by Ock really kind of turned up the energy a little bit.
Well, there was finally some momentum.
Yeah.
I feel like the Falcons have had majority of the momentum since the pick six very early in the game.
Oh, fumble. Oh, that ball's loose.
I know. I don't know who fell on it. It looks like Danvers did. I'm not seeing a sign.
Got it. Number 75, Dylan Kinney.
You know, with all these little interior tosses and stuff, you felt like it was a matter of time that something would fall, whether on the tosser itself or as he's still trying to secure it and making his way upfield.
That was caused by the hit, too. That wasn't necessarily a pitch or anything like that.
No, I
didn't see who made the hit.
I'm just saying, I'm surprised that's the first time a ball's hit the turf.
Yeah, you're right. That quick pitch, you expect to see it on the ground in the backfield.
3rd and long again, and again, now this is just the second pass attempt of the game, but he's got a man open, and a great tackle by Beverly swarming to the football. No one is getting any missed tackles right there, and it's 4th and 5. I didn't exactly see who was it who made the catch.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But you're once
might have been number 88.
Once again in an
okay.
Once again in an area that I would not expect Danvers to be going for it, and it doesn't look like they are, as they'll get ready to punt it away. Hawk already burned them last time. Let's see what kind of punt this is. Still a high punt, although he should probably just let that one go. Get away from that ball.
Great roll.
I know.
Inside the 20.
Took a very nice Danvers bounce.
So we've seen a couple of good rolls on punts. Pin teams inside the 20. Now it's kind of a field position battle.
Yeah. Danvers, Beverly offense going back out now. But as you said, pinned to within their own 20.
Yeah, you wonder right now, with the ball inside the 20, the defense just got a big stop. How aggressive do you get on offense?
I don't know.
Okay, pick up some yardage there.
I'll tell you right now, at least since that last drive of the second quarter, the Panthers have found finally a little bit more space running the football.
Nicholas Zaris with the tackle there. He's just been making plays all night. I mean, he had that pick six, but he's been making plays in the backfield, making blocks.
He had the big sack on the Panther last drive of the first half, and another run that time. Close to the first down if he didn't get it, but I think he did.
Yeah.
Seems where they spot it.
I kind of like what we're seeing here. It's, giving him the ball and giving that outside run look, and then he's cutting up inside. Again, you get a team like Danvers that kind of pursues, and you take advantage of that over pursuit sometimes.
All right. And a new set of downs. Handoff up the middle again. I didn't know who that was. Was it Sullivan or...
that was Brody Lehman.
Okay. I feel like that's the first time we've called his name today.
He's had a couple. Good first down, 5 yards on the play there. You like to talk about staying on schedule.
Panthers have finally been able to find a little bit more room here running the football, and I'd like to see them go to the air here though now. You've established the run again.
I think if you do that, you got to get him out of the pocket though.
That's fine.
Oh, Danny with keeper.
Danny on a keeper squirts through one tackler and
maybe got a yard.
Maybe really just got back to the line. He got 2, it looks like.
Yeah. I think Danny took a good shot on
I think he did.
Right now, this is where hydration comes in, too. I mean, it's kind of cool out, but it's where you start to see cramps and stuff. Again, Steve Costa doing the job.
Danny rolling out. Danny's got a man wide open. Colin McKay's got it. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. No one's going to catch him. It's an easy touchdown for the Panthers. Boy, did they get sucked in on the play action that time, and Colin McKay was all by himself.
Well, but the other thing is, you're thinking Floyd White.
Yes.
Right? Everybody's got their eyes on White, and Cal and that tight end coming across the field. Danny laid it up and dropped it right down.
And obviously, in Colin McKay's position, if you're going play action, you kind of think McKay might be going to block.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And so whoever that responsibility was got sucked in to that play action badly, and McKay was wide open.
Danny dropping the dime right in there. Danny dimes. Nice hold.
Kick is up. Kick is good. And the Panthers are back in front, 28-21, on the second touchdown pass from Danny Pierce and the second Colin McKay touchdown reception.
That was a low snap. Cole Fowler did a nice job getting that on the block. Yeah, so maybe when Danny came over, showing like he had been shaken up a little bit, he was trying to suck him in a little. I don't know. He's a good actor, too.
He can do everything. Apparently, he can act. He can play football.
He can act.
He can play basketball.
Yeah.
Baseball.
I hear he makes a nice quiche.
We just got to know if he can play an instrument or sing, I guess, at this point.
Maybe he should take lessons from the bass player over here. Kid rocks it.
Mini Slash?
Yeah.
So under 3 minutes now in the third quarter, and the Panthers back in front 28-21. That ball stayed in bounds. He was banking on it going out of bounds. It didn't, and he's got to just dive on it at about basically their own 3-yard line.
Luka Guevara with a beautiful kick. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds and just curved in. First Borgard to have to jump on the ball there. Didn't want to fumble it. So now we talked about the field position.
Mm-hmm. And this is a major shift in field position. And a game that's playing out the way it has. I don't even think this drive is about scoring for the Falcons. I think this drive is just about, can you get a first down or two and not start getting killed in field position the whole game.
I know.
Run into that side again. And right now, the Panthers defense looks like it is has done a great job of adjusting what Danvers was doing here in the second half.
Yeah, they're energized. I don't know what the coaches did at halftime. I don't know exactly what adjustments. I think they might have brought a few newer players out, get some fresher legs out there.
Might be that. You'd think now, with how aggressively the Panthers are attacking that side of the offensive line on every snap, the Falcons are going to have to throw a wrinkle in here at some point.
Yeah.
Now might not be the time, pin back in your own 3, but you think it's got to be coming soon now.
Quick pitch to the outside. All right, so a 3rd and 4-ish.
Mm-hmm. A long 4.
Matt Reardon should get the call on this one. I think he's got the yards.
He does.
The yardage right on this.
He's literally in between the the sticks.
Kind of reminds me, do you remember the And One mixtape tour?
No.
Basketball thing where they had the guy with the microphone, you went up and down the sidelines. It's kind of what he reminded me of.
All right, 3rd down. Panthers got the Falcons pinned back and the lead.
The outside.
That same part of the offensive line, and I don't think he got there.
He did.
It ended up being close, but I don't think he did. He didn't.
So
it's 4th and 1.
Boy, this is a tough call, huh?
I mean, he got to punt it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to.
I mean, if you don't get it,
well, now
you're almost guaranteeing them points.
Now you can't be aggressive on the snap. You cannot go off sides. Just set up your punt return. Don't worry about it.
I would agree.
Everybody's standing up, too.
Yeah, that's clearly the messaging. This one in the hands of Ock. Makes another man miss. Jitterbugs around. Not nearly as much room. And a good job by Ock at that point to just sort of dive forward.
We got a whistle here. We got a flag on the play.
Okay. Let's see what it's
That'll
for.
be after the punt, I'm sure. Blocking the back. After the punt.
Yep.
So that'll send it back 10 yards from the
38, 37.
All right, so he returned it to the 38. They'll march it back 10 yards here.
So the Panthers will get the ball at the 48.
So it's still good field position.
Oh, yeah. You're still starting this drive in Falcon territory. Yep, there it is, right in the middle of that 48. yard hash mark.
Yeah.
Aquizabon, the man in motion, hands off to Sullivan, and Sullivan finding room. I believe it was Sullivan, or it could have been Lehman again.
It was Lehman.
It was Brody, okay.
All right, so that's going to end the fourth quarter.
Yep, third
quarter, I'm sorry. Fourth quarter would mean...
I know. I think this place would be a little louder.
All right, so Andrew, I'm sure you got some stats for us as we take a break here.
Yep. Danny Pierce, 5 for 9 today, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns in that pick 6, unfortunately. On the ground is Sean Aquizabon. He has 12 rushes, 34 yards. Brody Lehman has about 8 rushes and 35 yards. Leading receiver for Beverly is Callan McKay, 3 receptions, 86 yards. He has 2 receiving touchdowns today. Floyd White has 3 receptions for 50 yards. The leading rusher for Danvers is Zachary Fultz. He has 16 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown, and as well as Gorkart, who has 13 carries, 52 yards, and as well as a touchdown.
All right.
All right, so Dom, as I look at the scoreboard, it's 28-21. We got a text from Coach Tom, and he had said the over-under on this one was 58.5.
Okay. So he's still got a chance.
Yeah.
It's got to end like this, though, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. Did he take the under?
Yeah. He took the under.
He just gave us the over-under.
Oh, okay. I mean, I definitely would have taken the under just because of the way Danvers plays offense.
Yeah.
But speaking of how Danvers plays offense, Rich, how important now is this possession for the Falcons?
Yeah, they have to get it back here. They can't go down 2 scores for a team that likes to just grind it out.
There's Aquizabon, and he had a hole, but it closed up very fast. But as you mentioned, he got the first down.
Yeah. And again, so now it's Beverly. They want to grind some of this clock out and then score, right? I mean, you still want to score regardless, but you want to take some time off this clock.
I'm going to have to disagree with you a little bit on that one. I'm not worried about the clock at all yet.
No?
Just with the style Danvers plays.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
True, yeah.
To me, a two-score lead, as long as it's only 1 quarter left, I feel pretty confident no matter what. I mean, we've essentially seen them throw 2 passes, and both for about no longer than 5 air yards.
True. That is true. It has been a physical game, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, a lot of these guys are going to be hurting after this game.
Aquizabon again on a handoff.
Couple.
Yeah, not much.
3rd and more than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
3rd and 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Again, we're talking 4-down territory here.
Oh, yeah.
You try to chunk it out a little. Yeah, 3rd and 6.
Sucked them in on a play action the last 3rd down.
Yeah.
Let's see what they go to here.
Tight formation here. Okay, now they're going to split.
And now somebody doesn't like something.
Didn't like the look.
So Beverly going to call the timeout with 10:10 to go. And Rich, from what you're seeing, let's talk about some adjustments that you've seen the Panthers make here in the second half to have a much better second half, particularly defensively.
Yeah, they've done a much better job taking away that outside run. You know, their corners were coming up and taking on the blocks. They weren't getting the pursuit that they needed from the backers there. And I think they're getting a little bit better. I also think that they're not worrying about the pass as much. And so I think they're playing a little more aggressive coming up. Now, if you're Danvers, you have to take that into consideration.
Yes.
I mean, you had talked about, the passing. But you might want to look for a play action when you get the ball back.
But again, when it comes to that, it comes back to this possession, though.
Right.
Because if you give up a score here, do they care about play action that much anymore?
Exactly.
You no longer have the luxury to just play your offense the way you want to.
Right.
But Falcons not in bad position here now because it's 3rd and 5, maybe even 6. Yeah.
They're going to run it.
Going to run it, and I mean, Aquizabon is just upended pretty much right away.
Zaris was there.
Has become a pretty well-known common foe for the Panthers in this game.
Yeah.
Is
I think
Nicholas Zaris. He's made a couple of big tackles. He was the one who got in on Danny Pierce and jumped up to knock the pass down and ended up catching it and returning it for a touchdown.
Yeah, I think if you're Beverly, you might just think about throwing deep.
I would. 3rd and 6. Falcons needing the stop. Danny back to throw. Danny lets it go, and I don't think he caught that.
It's incomplete.
Low throw. I know. It's actually a good throw by Danny, though.
Yeah.
You throw that thing low down there, so, you know, keep it out of harm's way. Floyd probably took a pretty good hit on the collision.
Floyd holding his arm.
Yeah, oof, that's not good. Not good at all.
So you can see Cole Fowler coming in his place. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain right now.
Are you here? All right, Falcons bow. They get the stop they needed, like Beverly got theirs a few minutes ago. Continue to wear out that same side. And the Panther pursuit continuing to be a lot better in this second half.
I gotta tell you, a lot of the old timers must love the way Danvers plays. Just smash mouth. We're gonna just send our big guys after you, and you're gonna have to try to get past them. And we get a Danvers player down here. That's number 72, Logan Graham. Graham's 6 foot 245. That's a big part of that offensive line.
There's some big boys on this Danvers team, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Graham's that tackle they've been running behind all day, so looks like she's checking his knee out.
All right, 28-21. Is that 9:24 to go or 9:04?
9:04.
Okay, 9:04 still.
Still a lot of game left.
Oh, yeah.
Danvers doesn't have to worry about the clock at this point.
No. Yeah,
in fact, Danvers would probably be okay with just grinding out the rest of the quarter here.
I know. That would be a long drive indeed, though, if they could really grind out the rest of this. But as we mentioned, the Falcons getting the stop on defense they desperately needed in order to still play offensively the way they want to. Play action once again still in play because of the defensive stop.
Pitch to the outside.
Yeah, he's got some room.
Yeah. So he was brought down. Looked like he was going to get the first down. That was Jack Houston with the carry.
That's about the farthest to the outside that they've run pretty much all half. That time they really stretched that one out, and they found some more room.
You've seen a lot of players now limping, shaking off an injury or whatever.
It's been a physical game.
Yeah, 3rd and about 3.
And because of some lightning quick scores on turnovers and punts, both teams have had to have their defenses out there sometimes in 2 quick successions, you know?
Yeah, and you got to figure both of these teams play a lot of guys 2 ways.
There's the pitch and stopped.
They did stop him.
4th down.
So now this is a tough location.
Listen, man, I don't think it's a tough decision, though.
I don't either.
You're kind of no man's land.
Right.
Clock's ticking away. You're down 1 score already. And, I mean, listen, you pride yourself on running the football here, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
It's a pretty easy one to explain and sell if you don't get it. Well, if we can't pick up one here with the way we play, we didn't deserve to win.
Right.
Is that a keeper?
No, it was a pitch.
Okay.
I think he got it, though.
I think he did, just barely.
Depends on where they spot it. Yeah, they're already moving the chains.
Yeah, he got it. He got it.
There was contact before, before he got to the line of scrimmage. He just was able to push his way through.
Nose of the football right at that 45. Pitch, and once again, extremely to the outside, and not as much room that time for Houston. Did he fumble? Did he put the ball on the ground?
The whistle wasn't blown, but...
I mean, they're pointing this way, so I think Danvers got it back if it did hit the floor.
I think he was down, but they hadn't blown the whistle yet, so...
Short.
To Rocchio with the tackle. Again.
Short carry, but only about 2 yards.
Yeah, Rocchio again. He's that guy who came in to play in Sean Costa's place. He's got himself a good share of tackles. They're throwing.
Now they're going to go back to throw. Throws it over the middle of the field, and a great play on defense. Is that Floyd White?
Came back off. Yeah, I just noticed he was back out there. Nice job.
And a beautiful job by Floyd White, even though he was in front of his man, to jump up and get an arm in the way. Listen, guys, if you're as long as you're playing the football, you're allowed to make actually a decent amount of contact. Yeah,
exactly.
You can get away with some stuff as long as you're playing the football, and that thing beautifully right in front of Floyd.
They're splitting two receivers out.
I know, now in the shotgun. Wise. Rolling out. Wise has got a man. That ball is caught.
Nice pass to Houston right there.
Jack Houston along the sideline on a little out route as Nate Wise rolled out, and that ball was caught.
Yeah, that's a nice pass
for a first down. I think just their second completion of the game. 2 of 4, I would believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. You're getting the thumbs up from our stat man over here.
By the time they snap it, we'll be at about 6 minutes or so.
Yep. And as this clock continues to wind, it's becoming do or die time for the Falcons, because maybe they won't get the ball back.
Houston. So we didn't see Houston run the ball much in the first half.
No.
So they're kind of bringing in a fresher set of legs. I mean, we did see him make several tackles out there.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Borgart much either.
In the second half, not very little. And maybe he got banged up.
Yeah, it could be. Let's keep. No, okay. They did give it to him.
They did give it to Houston, right? Yeah, okay. That's hard to keep track of them sometimes in this formation.
Because they're so tight and packed in like that. All right, so let's see where the spot is. It'll be third down.
And, the quarterback's always running forward, even if he did hand off the ball, because he's just blocking.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so that's a first down. So now we're going to be at the 5-minute mark.
They turn the quarterback into a glorified fullback.
I know, right?
For most of the time on this offense.
That's kind of how it was back in like 1920, right?
Yeah. Taking it way back. Pitches it out to Houston, trying to find some room. Cuts it upfield, and he did have some room, but he was fortunately sort of dragged down from behind in the sides.
Yeah. So Danvers is pretty much taking like a minute for every play here.
I know. It almost looks like they're now fully committed to making sure this is the last possession of the game.
I know.
And, once they went below about 5:30 with the way they play, you kind of figured it was the last possession of the game. Pitches it to the opposite side now near us.
That's a nice tackle right there.
He stood up and then undercut by a second Panther defender. Reardon say Charles Frost.
It was Anthony Sullivan made the play there.
There were 2 guys there. One got him low, one got him high.
Sullivan's the one who stacked him up.
Rich, you said with this style of game, it's going to come down to the fourth quarter, and it certainly has.
The middle, they stacked him up. He didn't get the first down.
I know. Nothing dumb, guys, extracurricular. You don't need to give an extra shove. Fourth down now.
Yeah.
Under the 3.5-minute mark and a 4th and 1.
All right, biggest play of the game.
Indeed. And certainly do or die time for Danvers. There's no way you really think they're going to get the ball back unless they got a turnover with enough time to do much. Got to have it time for the Falcons. Pitches on the interior, and he got it. He got stacked, but he did get it before. Just barely.
Boy, that was a collision, too. Huh?
I know.
We saw Charlie Frost coming up, make a hit.
That's the second time on this drive on the fourth down. They're living on the margins.
I know, yeah.
They got just enough.
Well, like you said, they pride themselves on running, and it's kind of like if we can't get a yard or 2 yards there, then we don't deserve it, right?
Yeah. It certainly makes it nice on the coach that it's hard to second guess.
If you Danvers and you do get in, do you go for it or do you kick it? Do you go for the win, go for 2, go for the win?
I'd go for the win.
Or do you kick it?
I'd go for the win.
They got to get there first.
Yes.
We're under 2 minutes now.
I'd go for the win, and then if you don't get it, you can try an onside.
Yeah.
Just again, you love that side of your offensive line. You love your physical nature of your team. Stacked up by Beverly right there.
There's Lucas Monfort there. I know the high school coaches love it when they get the help from the people in the stands. Help them.
Oh yeah.
Coaching.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do.
They don't spend all week.
No. Pitch to Houston. Houston doesn't have it. Oh yes, he does.
He gets through. Oh,
he's gonna go all the way and a touchdown. He tripped for half a second and he kept getting drifted out. I actually thought it was going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting one more block, and then from there it was easy pickings.
I think they might be going for 2 here.
I think they are. I would.
Yeah, kind of looks that way. Going for 2.
All right. Ryan Nolan deciding that he wants to just end it right here, right now.
Well, still a minute to go.
I know. But in his mind, if you get it.
You're going to get a timeout from Danvers here. So
me and Nolan, though, we were on the same wavelength.
Oh, yeah.
I said that 3 plays ago.
So regardless of whether they get it here or not, how do you approach a kickoff? You got some burners back there.
I know.
You don't want to give up a return.
You got to squib it.
Yeah, I think so. The problem with the squib
you just got to make sure you get it far enough that it's not like giving them in your own field position.
Well, yeah, exactly. Field position is going to be pretty good. Now, remember, the Panthers did burn a timeout earlier, so they got 2 timeouts. Clock stops to move the chains on a first down.
Yes. I think once again, it's just an easy one to sell to your team and to everybody who watches your team.
Sure.
Hey, this is the way we play. If we can't pick up 2 yards, then do we deserve to win?
On the road, you go for the win, right?
And that too, obviously on the road. But even on the road, right, with Beverly, I think it'd be a little bit more tougher to explain if you don't get it, if you do. But, like, the way they play, you hang your hat on that side of your offensive line.
Yep.
Nolan going for the win. There's that pitch. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. The Beverly defense.
Oh, my goodness.
Matches the physicality of the Falcons.
Whoa.
Stuffs it. Danvers win with the tried and true. That pitch to that side of the offensive line that they love. We talked about how Beverly had made the adjustment to at least defend it a little bit better here. But that drive, they ate him up again. But the Panthers, one more chance, and they make it count.
It looked like he had a lane.
Yeah.
Someone tripped him up.
Mm-hmm.
And I would... from our angle, it looked like it's not that far.
No.
From the goal line.
No.
So, I mean, he just got it. I'm going to go back after to see who made that tackle. Because that was a shoestring.
It was.
Someone came up big over there. Now, we still got a minute left. Danvers only has the one timeout.
Yes.
So, obviously, an onside kick.
Yep. The onside kick coming here.
So
Rich, we have been...
all your best hands out there right now.
Rich, we've been spoiled, man. We have been spoiled.
Yeah.
2 great games, 2 games down to the wire.
Yeah. Last week, Beverly had that huge 4th and short. And here, 2-point conversion. They're able to get the stop. Now, one thing you do have to consider, you don't have to necessarily go onside. You might try to pooch it over.
They used the timeout already, though.
Yeah. But I'm saying if you pooch
yeah.
The ball just goes loose.
Last chance for the Falcons, needing to get the ball back here on the kickoff.
If you're Danvers, you got to stay onside.
Little wrinkle, ball rolling around. Ball is got. I didn't see who fell on it. It looked like 2 guys did.
We'll see it in a second. Heredia, I believe that is.
Yep.
Elvis Heredia.
Elvis, the man who also on the first drive of the game was the one who caught the pass from Floyd White on the fake punt, which eventually led to a score when they were able to keep that drive alive.
Heredia is your special teams guy right now.
Mm-hmm. And Heredia, the man who falls on the onside kick.
So they'll take a kneel here. Danvers will call a timeout. Danny's going to go forward.
Quarterback sneak.
Quite a few yards on that.
Yeah, he did.
All right, so that's Danvers' last timeout. 58 seconds. They should be able to take a knee here and take a second knee, and that should be it. And just so we're saying, game did go under.
Oh, I know, right?
Well, it's not over yet. But,
no.
You know.
I'm waiting for at least.
I think the bookies might have taken a bath on that one. All right, so victory formation here.
Yep.
They're handing it off.
No, they're handing it off to a Quizabon, and a Quizabon
gets the first down.
Gets the first down and goes down. Good discipline.
Now it's true victory formation.
And now they can go into that victory formation. And it looks like the Panthers are going to hand Danvers their first loss of the season. Both these teams will now be at 4-1. And the Panthers, they lost to Gloucester, right? The first game of the year. And now they've rattled off 4 in a row since.
So there'll probably be some second guessing on going for 2. I don't think you guessed that. I think it was the right call. I think it was the right offensive play, the way they had been.
Yeah, I don't.
Beverly just came up and made a very good play.
I know everyone likes to backseat coach, but I'm sorry. The way that they pride their team, the way that they run their offense,
well, the other thing is, it's high school football. Kicking an extra point's not automatic.
That too, right?
We saw in the game last week. Beverly won by a point, and it was an extra point, a missed extra point. That was the difference.
I mean, let's be honest. Which way would you rather lose a game?
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's going to be it.
There's the knee from Danny.
They're going to have to take one more.
And they're going to have to do one more, as you mentioned.
So we got Andrew. He's got some stats. We can probably rattle some off right now.
Yeah, Pierce ended the game 5 for 10, 136 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. Floyd White had that fake punt pass, 1 for 1, about 20 yards. Rushing, it was Sean Quizabon. He had 16 carries, 45 yards. Cody Lehman had 9 rushes, 34 yards. Receiving, it was Callum McKay, 3 receptions, 86 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Floyd White, 3 receptions for 50 yards. Danvers, Wise was 2 for 4 for 21 yards and an interception. Zachary Fultz, 22 carries, 94 yards, a touchdown. Borghardt, 13 rushes, 52 yards, a touchdown. And James Houston, 13 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. And the leading receiver for Danvers was also Houston with 1 reception for 15 yards.
Okay.
So that will do it as these teams lining up to shake hands. And man, I mean, listen, it's no secret the last couple of years, Panther football has not been quite where everyone here in Beverly has expected it to be. I'm sure Hutton would want to be further along. And then to start the year off, the loss to Gloucester, and this has got to feel amazing right now. You have a hyped-up crowd again for the second night in a row here at Frank 40 Field. You've rattled off 4 in a row, and you finish it off with a win within your conference as well in the NEC. I mean, this is just, it's got to feel great for Hutton. It feels great for the fans. See Beverly back on track, it feels like right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to be looking to come back next week. Another home game next week, right?
Yeah. And listen, the other thing you got to feel great as a coach, it's not like any of these were easy.
I know.
I mean, both times your team has just been tested and tested, and a major gut check here as they had to stop them on a 2-point conversion, and they did, even after all the success Danvers had running that pitch.
Now, they're going to have themselves a pretty good tough matchup next week against Marblehead.
Yes.
So they got to get themselves iced up and ready for that one.
But yeah, so again, the final ends up being here 28-27. Beverly makes a final stand as Danvers tried to go for 2 to win it, and Beverly stopped them. And I mean, listen, the offense played well. They took care of the football for the most part. Kind of a freak interception that turned into that touchdown. You know, that was the other thing last year. Turnovers. They've taken care of the football pretty well over the last 2 games. So, Rich, any final thoughts here?
You know what? You also play pretty clean. Reduce your penalties. I think they had 1 penalty on a kickoff or a punt or something like that. And that was pretty much about it. They did a really nice job. They're playing much more disciplined ball.
Yeah, indeed. All right, so that'll do it tonight from Frank 40 Field. Dominic Lorenzano alongside Rich Francis. The final once again. Panthers taking this one 28-27 to improve to 4-1 on the season. And have a great rest of your weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see you later.